Hola, ¿cómo están? I'm Dave. I reacted to this video about all-time 10s. This is top 10 times the world nearly ended. What? Excuse me? Where was I when the world almost ended? I'm assuming they're meaning that maybe an asteroid like passed us, like and barely missed collision with Earth. I'm assuming it's something like that. But I just recall so many times where people was like, oh, the world about to end. Was this in 2012? 2008? I forgot, but they were saying, oh, this is the end of the Mayan calendar, so that means the world's about to end. I remember everybody was shook. But anyway, let's see the top 10 times the world almost ended. We almost all died. Let's see.
Number 10. The BMEWS communication failure. On the 24th of November 1961, the world came close to a nuclear end thanks to a broken comms system.
What?
The USA's Strategic Air Command Headquarters, or SAC, was unable to make contact with 3 missile sites. Taking the lack of communication as a sign of an enemy attack, the SAC began preparing bomber crews to take to their planes. And the pilot confirmed no attack had taken place.
Oh,
Turns out the relay station used by SAC had broken down after overheating. 88,000 people died when Indonesia's Mount Tambora erupted in 1815.
Damn, 88,000 people?
Spewing out 175 cubic kilometers of dust and rock, it set off a domino effect of disasters from deadly whirlwinds to 4.6-meter high tsunamis.
Whoa.
Traces of the ash were discovered 1,300 kilometers away, and the eruption chilled huge parts of the world to go down in history as the year without a summer.
Oh my goodness.
In 1859, the biggest solar flare in recorded history emitted radiation with the energy of 10 billion atomic bombs and led to a geomagnetic storm which set fire to electrical technology on Earth. Scientists estimate that if a similar event occurred today, it could prove catastrophic due to our dependence on technology.
We are heavily dependent on technology.
Meltdown, and our methods of communication would be non-existent, making us overdue for the next one. And with an estimated time of just 20 hours between the moment of detection to impact, humanity would have less than a day to prepare for catastrophe.
Oh, shit.
In the 1990s, US scientists studying the Northern Lights launched a research rocket from Norway, and Russian radars interpreted it as a nuclear attack. With Cold War response mechanisms still in place, President Yeltsin was given 8 minutes to decide whether to launch a counterattack or not. Luckily, the Norwegian rocket harmlessly fell into the ocean before he made up his mind. The 14th century plague that traveled on flea-ridden rats left 75 million people dead. Able to kill in just 3 days, victims became feverish and their lymph nodes painfully swelled until they burst.
Oh my goodness.
If a similar epidemic occurred today, events could be even more catastrophic thanks to the increase in global movement.
Right.
With over 8 million people flying every day, a virus would be difficult to contain. In 1883, the astronomer Jose Bonilla recorded 450 objects passing in front of the sun. Largely ignored by scientific circles, the event was soon forgotten. However, in 2011, a researcher investigating Bonilla's findings discovered the terrifying truth behind his observations. 1 billion-ton comet that skimmed the Earth, potentially by just 600 kilometers. With each of these pieces of debris measuring up to 800 meters wide, a collision from just one would have resulted in a disaster 1,000 times more powerful than an atomic bomb. 1918 saw the worst flu pandemic in history, with 1/3 of the population infected and an estimated 50 million killed.
50 million people?
Killing within hours of the first symptoms, the virus filled the lungs with liquid, suffocating the victims. In 2014, scientists controversially recreated the flu, confirming that if the virus struck humanity again, it would spread like wildfire once more. In the 1990s, a biological monster that could have killed all terrestrial plant life came terrifyingly close to being released. Bio-researchers combined the bacteria Klebsiella planticola with another bacteria which produced alcohol in order to create a GMO that would destroy land waste. If the field testing hadn't been cancelled due to these extra lab tests, the bacteria could have spread across the globe, destroying all of our crops and plunging humanity into a mass famine. When America launched a naval blockade to prevent the Soviet Union from building nuclear bases in Cuba, Soviet leader Khrushchev declared the move as an act of war. For 13 days in 1962, all-out nuclear warfare seemed imminent, with both sides prepared for an enemy attack. The widespread panic eventually came to an end when Russia agreed to dismantle the Cuban bases, while the US promised to remove the blockade and their own nuclear base in Turkey. 1983, While monitoring a Soviet early warning system, Stanislav Petrov received computer warnings that 5 US missiles had been launched. With no evidence to back him up, he decided to report the readings as false. He was right to follow his gut instinct, as it turns out the alert had been triggered when Soviet satellites misinterpreted reflected sunlight for a ballistic missile.
That is wild how easily things could just spin out of control and we could literally be in war at the drop of a hat. A fucking disease can get spread hella easily and kill millions of people. Like, there is so much. A fucking asteroid could come and slam into us. Like, anything could happen at any given time. Like, you just don't know. That's why you gotta live life to the fullest and just, you know, accept whatever happens. But this is scary. I didn't need to know this. Now, you know, I'm a little paranoid. This is an interesting video, though. Let me know what y'all thought. Let me know what other videos you want me to react to, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!